Finally. Are you with Grayson Security? I've been trying to get a hold... No. You wouldn't happen to have a helicopter, would you? Of course not. This is private property, but I won't belabor the fact. I'm not particularly attached to it. Who in their right mind would want an abandoned amusement park on a godforsaken island in the Atlantic? Aside from Nathaniel Winter, of course. Yeah, that Nathaniel Winter. Millionaire. Mogul. Also, as it turns out, theme park tycoon. Nathaniel brought me up here during construction. And even then, there were accidents. Workers falling to their deaths, equipment malfunctioning as soon as it was turned on. Strange whispers at night, according to the crew, coming from the rides themselves. But he was a stubborn son of a bitch, my father. The park opened against all odds right on schedule. Whole island showed up for the ribbon cutting. But the accidents continued. A roller coaster derailed, killing a family of 3. A 10-year-old kid was found, dismembered, behind the cotton candy stand. An employee in a chipmunk costume went berserk, stabbing 2 teenagers in the eye. By 1980, Nathaniel was forced to shut it all down. There were investigations. It was all over the papers. So he closed up shop. Stayed behind while my mother and I went back to Boston. Never saw the son of a bitch again. I remember Nathaniel telling me once, after the bumper cars crushed one of the engineers, that this was all par for the course. Great deeds require great sacrifice, he said. Next time I saw my father, he was in a casket. He outlived everyone and left me nothing of his fortune. Except... I don't want his money. And I didn't ask for the park, neither. All I want is answers. You can say a lot about Nathaniel Winter, but he never made a bad investment or a rash decision. So why in God's name did he build this park? I've heard them. At night. The rides? They do whisper.
Don't fear the dark. Fear me.
Come out wherever you are.
That's it. I know I left it right. Oh, God, the stench. To my son, Nicholas James Winter, blah, blah, blah. Where is it? I leave my masterpiece, the Atlantic Island Park, to be restored according to my original plans? What fucking plans, Dad? How did it go? Don't tell me. I'm not blind or deaf. I don't believe it's a coincidence those things are drawn to the rides. The fog came the day we got here. I was supposed to fly in, but the airport was closed, so we drove all the way up from Portland. Less than an hour later, it rolled in like an avalanche. Wahid here decided to stay in the car. I headed for the highest place I could find. I didn't think of it at the time, what with those animals at my feet. But it's weird that the wheel's still working after all this time. I can't imagine the power's still on. At least not the electrical power. But that's not what this place runs on, is it? He stayed behind, my father, Nathaniel Winter, when everyone else left. And not because he didn't have anything else. He had his empire, his money, my mother. He had me. But this is the only thing he wanted. It kept him alive for over a century. It gave him power. I'm still not convinced he's not here. Somewhere, feeding on the ghosts of lost children like some kind of bogeyman. What the hell are you looking at? This is private property, you know.
There's plenty of vacancies going, bud. It is the mother of all off-seasons. If you don't mind sleeping rough with the noisy neighbors in 13. Real hellraisers. But what's a guy gonna do, call the cops? You must be a riot at parties. Anyway, this is nothing. Nothing. I've covered wars, dirty wars, where crazy runs the show, waving guns up in my face. That place between bad and worse, that's where I belong. In the eye of the shitstorm, the misery and the carnage and time, all slow right down, and I can call it how it truly is. That's where I do my best work. That's where I'm king of the story, man. All demons and devils, not even bothering to wear our skin, whooping like a laugh track in an abattoir, and why not? I'm in on that joke. The best joke of all? We do this to ourselves, but they cannot fucking wait to show us how it's done properly. Wherever there's a critical mass of human tragedy, it's a big flashing come on down sign to them. Yeah, last one I saw went that away. Happy hunting. Call me whacked, everyone does. Just don't call me a thrill seeker. No. Perspective. Car surfing's a thrill. Sprinting across railway bridges is a thrill. War reporting isn't a thrill, it's an assignment, it's a duty. It's why they don't hand out Pulitzers for base jumping. You want a page from my memoirs, bud? I first saw it in Afghanistan. Down the caves, the real old caves, the ones the Taliban dynamited the shit out of along with those big Buddhas. Open something they couldn't close again. Yeah, I know I've been busting your chops, but that's just me. I'm an asshole, unrepentant. I appreciate the company, no shit. You don't get a lot of it when you're going a million miles an hour, F5 in the world every 10 seconds. If I lived to do an autobiography, it would have been an RSS feed. Yeah, breakfast of champions. Not how the New York Times saw it, but I've been planning the It's Not You, Baby, It's Me speech anyway. We stay in touch, trade candid webcam shots. They still want me. But now I'm a free man, baby, swimming in pills, pussy, and dreams of Pulitzers. No more of that human interest shit, not unless it involves horns and a forked tail. So I've been following a dead man around the world. Brit by the name of Theodore Wicker, the Crowley of Soho. He was looking for hell with a capital H. If he'd hung around, I could have given him pointers. Afghanistan, Liberia, Baghdad, Chechnya, Brooklyn. But he came here to East Bumfuck, Maine in '87. Not a great year for fashion, and a terrible year for Wicker. Booked up in room 13, never seen again. Then this roach trap went under and nobody's touched it for quarter of a century. You know, yeah, my man found what he came for. So did I. The Pope was right. Hell is real and it's not other people. This place is a door. That room is the lock. And the merry shit going down here is the key.
Rank increased. Congratulations, contributor.
I'm liking the direction your performance is going here, and that's pretty much the sweet spot for our relationship. Let's try to keep those metrics in the green.
This is the place. So pathetic for something so portentous. I can feel the other side is close, so close. I saw it in the motel owner's eyes, glazed with fear and suffering. Offerings have been poured out on this ground, soaked through to the foundations, covered over with a minimum of effort, an Illuminati hallmark. The room stinks of inevitability. Of all the damned lives I have ended, this final sacrifice is the most deserving. I hold up to you, Saccharissa, the heart of Theodore Wicker. My preparations were flawed. In rendering my body able to survive the hell dimensions, I have made myself sick among humans. Each climate brings a new fever. I retch at the touch of sunlight on my skin, my dietary requirements extreme. I am become some Victorian storybook monster. And no crossing point, no portal will do. I travel the world searching, a leper prodigal. This one won't do, and this one won't do. It must be fresh. Exposed. I am driven. Saccharissa waits at the border. Those shores aflame when I sleep. I see them when I am awake. I look out at this city's dismal shapes, BT Tower blinking feebly in a sky of unfinished grey wash. I cast no reflection. The glass feels alien to the touch. I will not miss this place, no more than I regret the sacrifices I have made. Or those yet to come. Do not plead. Do not rage, I should say. For your language means so little to us. Oh, Saccharissa. It's true. Everything is true. Mankind and demonkind lived as one. All my work has led me to this, and yet, still it changes everything. They were right to suppress this history, man and demon both, for its magnificence is fracturing. My mind is stripped naked by the possibilities. The historian's curse is to forever be on the outside, looking in on former glories, trapped in amber. What if one had the means to return them? What if one had the will to do it?